Mendoza Jr., timekeeper Bob Edgeworth. Our 3 judges assigned, all from England, will be Bob Williams, Michael Alexander, and Steve Gray. When the bell rings, our referee in charge will be Phil Edwards of England. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Live from the BT Sports Studio at Your Call Bethnal Green, this is our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing red with gold and weighed in at 9 stone, 13 pounds. Coming to us from Bangkok, Thailand, he brings an undefeated record of 16 wins. 13 of his 16 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mandatory challenger and current IBF Pan-Pacific Super Lightweight Champion, Apinan Kongsan. And his opponent across the ring in this main event, he is the defending world champion fighting tonight out of the blue corner, and he comes to the ring wearing tartan with gold. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 9 stone, 13 pounds. Hailing from Preston Pans, Edinburgh, Scotland, he is undefeated with 16 wins. 12 of his 16 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the current Ring Magazine and WBC Diamond Champion, and tonight, the reigning and defending unified WBA Super and IBF Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor.
Gentlemen, you've had your instructions, you know what I expect of you. Touch gloves, good luck.
The instructions have been given. Bernardo Osuna alongside Timothy Bradley coming to you live. The fight is in London. Josh Taylor taking on Apinan Kongsan. And Taylor will have success early and often with straight shots, but he can't fall asleep at the wheel, Tim, because Kongsan is capable of putting him to sleep, because he's just looking to set up that big right hand.
There it is, right out the gate. You said it. You called for it, and Kongsan went for it right away. You know, Southpaw versus an Orthodox. Typically, you got to worry about head clashes. Both guys power hand on the same side. And then the lead foot. You got to think about that as well. If you get your foot outside your opponent's foot, you're in good position to be able to land your power shots and also keep them off balance.
Elite competition has been the name of the game for Josh Taylor. That's why he and Jose Ramirez sit alone atop the 140-pound weight class, which is loaded. Apinan Kongsan earned his world title shot by winning that IBF Eliminator, becoming the mandatory challenger after knocking out Akihito Honda with a brutal right uppercut. So he knows he's got power in his hands. The big question here is, who has he faced, and is he a top-level fighter? And for the Thai fighters, a lot of times you don't know just how good they can be until they're in against elite competition. But there's one thing you can always expect. They're going to be tough, they're going to be able to take a shot, and they can deliver a big power punches. Here he gets picked up by the champ, Josh Taylor.
You said it right, Bernardo, but there was one thing missing. Confidence. Kongsan is confident that he's here to knock out Josh Taylor. That's a difference. That's a huge difference. Now you can be in these fights, 16 fights, you got 13 some odd knockouts now. And you can go into these fights and be spooked because of the name of the opponent. Kongsan is not spooked at all. He's here to knock out Josh Taylor.
Nothing's been given to Josh Taylor in his professional career. It's pretty impressive when you look at it, to be 16 fights in and to already be a unified champion. Just as a matter of reference, Jose Ramirez has 26 fights as a pro, and he became a unified champion just a couple fights ago. So, you know, he's really been fast-tracked. That World Boxing Super Series 8-man tournament really put him on the quick track to being a unified champion. And down goes Kong Song. Was it a body shot?
6, 7, 8.
It's over. It is over with the body shot, and as expected, Josh Taylor defends his WBA IBF World Champion in impressive fashion. It was such a quick body shot that it was hard to see, and neither did Appanun Konsong see it as he gets blown out in the first round as the mandatory challenger. Tim, you said he didn't need to look impressive, he just needed a win, but tonight, Taylor looked impressive, as expected.
Well, I didn't see much. I mean, he landed the right shot, the perfect shot. I mean, this was so quick. He executed the game plan, you know. Man, jeez. I mean, I want to see the replay. Please, can I see the replay?
I want to see it too, because I didn't even see it. It was so quick.
My goodness.
It almost looked like a headbutt at the same time, but here it is. Tim, walk us through it.
Let's see, in the inside. Ooh, boom, right
Left.
to the liver. Right to the liver. Beautiful shot, placed right underneath the elbow. You see the right arm go out from Kong Song. He's throwing, he's releasing. Boom, and got hit in the process at the same exact time of him throwing with a sneaky left hand to the liver. He's still on the ground. He's going to feel that tomorrow. He's going to feel that the next day and possibly the next day after that.
Looks like he landed right on the ribs. As soon as he releases that right hand, boom, perfectly placed. And that's exactly what you want to do against a fighter who hasn't been against top-level composition. Let's try to test the body, and he's still down, can't catch his breath. And Tim, this is a guy who's taken Muay Thai kicks as a kid, and to get punished by a shot like that, it just goes to show you that a body shot, when connected properly, nobody can take it.
No one can take body shots, especially when it's well placed in the right position. And you saw there, he was actually throwing a punch when Josh Taylor delivered his left hand. So he wasn't ready. He never saw it coming. His body was exposed, and Taylor saw that and landed the perfect, precise shot at the right time. You know, I've been hit to my body, literally had my hand up and was hit to my body against a guy named Miguel Vasquez, who broke my rib in the second round in our fight. So I know he probably is seriously injured. I'm sure he probably has either a fractured rib or something along the lines, because he is still on the ground grimacing.
Welcome to the big league, says the Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor, to Appanun Konsong, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do when you are an elite level fighter. And this should be a lesson to young fighters out there, because Josh Taylor handled the unheralded, unknown mandatory challenger in Appanun Konsong by delivering an impressive body shot in the first round, getting the finish, and moving on, doing his part to set up that unification undisputed shot against Jose Ramirez. And you could see Appanun Konsong still just writhing in pain from that shot to the ribs that Josh Taylor was able to deliver in earning his 13th knockout win in 17 victories. So it's been a minute since Josh Taylor won by knockout, and he does it in impressive fashion tonight, and didn't even break a sweat on his way to undisputed. Thomas Triber with the official time of the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 41 seconds of round number one. Our referee in charge, Phil Edwards, reaches the count of 10. Therefore, your winner by way of knockout, and still the unified WBA Super and IBF Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor.
Sportsmanlike act there from Josh Taylor, going over to check on his opponent, Apunung Kongsong, who was just blown out by a big left hook to the liver. We'll be back to talk more about this huge victory for Josh Taylor, who sets up that fight for an undisputed belt against Jose Ramirez. We'll be talking about that and much more when we return.